the altar itself is an expression of Jesus's resurrection. You know, that's an important thing to consider. You know, if you've ever been to Jerusalem, you know, entering into where Jesus rose, like, you know, and on that stone, you know, you put your hands and you celebrate Mass, the place where Jesus.
You celebrated Mass, sir?
I didn't get to. I wasn't a priest yet, but I was a seminarian.
I bet you Schmitz got to say Mass there.
Carry on.
One day. But no, like to consider that being replicated at every altar around the world that's ever been established and consecrated by the bishop.
So are you saying like there's a stone the stone that was
in the
rolled
Holy
over?
Sepulchre?
Yeah.
The stone that was rolled over?
the stone where he was laid in the tomb.
So he was laid in the tomb on a stone.
Yeah.
And they've built like a chapel over that, and then the Holy Sepulchre, the big church, is built over that.
I've been there. Yeah.
Dude, it is just so powerful, man. But to think like every single altar that has been consecrated with the oils by the bishop is that reality. We're celebrating that.
It's Calvary.
And that's the beauty of our faith, that, you know, by the power of the Holy Spirit and the sacramental church and the succession of the apostles, we've now established and erected altars everywhere, in every country, in every town. Like that's amazing to think about.
So what's in an altar? Because this was really cool discovery that I mean, I didn't make it, but you know, I found out that all the altars have bones of martyrs, saints, and I mean, like talk a little bit about that.
Ryan Anthony Delacroix.
Hi.
So do you realize what saint is in the altar of the place where you were confirmed and you received First Holy Communion at Resurrection?
Oh, well, I was confirmed at Resurrection. I was baptized at Christ King.
Yeah, but you received First Holy Communion at Resurrection, didn't you?
Christ King.
Oh, at Christ King.
Yeah.
Well, at Resurrection where you were confirmed, do you realize it? Anthony. Ryan Anthony.
He was my confirmation saint.
Saint Anthony. Wow. Your confirmation saint.
My middle name.
I know this, and you know. Your confirmation saint was in the altar when you were confirmed.
Yeah, so every altar it has a relic of a saint, typically the saint associated with the church. And this goes back to the practice of the early church in the catacombs, where Mass was said in the catacombs on the tombs of the saints.
And the catacombs were basically like a graveyard, right?
It was a graveyard. It was an underground, they had, you know, stone walls, niches, and graves.
Yeah.
And this goes back to that earliest of practices in the Roman church.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, like we have a reliquary underneath our altar at my parish, and there's Thomas Aquinas, because my pastor is like a fanboy of Thomas Aquinas, and then there's St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, and then there's several others too as well. So you can actually have more than just one.
I have a relic waiting to go into the altar stone, which really is on the very top. So it's marble. And then embedded in it will be St. John Paul II, and that's going into the altar that we're designing, hopefully, God willing, from stone from Poland, where JP2 grew up.
Oh, that's cool.
When you celebrate Mass, I mean, are you very aware of this?
Well,
during
currently all of my relics are in the safe in the sacristy, and I bring them out for like solemnities, feast days.
Because he's not in the permanent.
So you don't
church.
have to have.
I don't have a permanent altar yet.
Yeah, so his doesn't have that requirement.
Okay.
Yeah. So until we do, but you know, in most, especially historic parishes, prior to Vatican II, like it was absolutely necessary. So in a greater majority of altars around the world, there's always going to be a relic of a saint.